What's up, guys? Welcome back to the channel and thank you for tuning in. Y'all remember this video? A couple things happened to this truck within the past week that, it just makes me so mad. I'm gonna jump into it right now, get the story time, the sad story time over with, and then we're gonna do a little fixing. We're gonna fix what happened to this truck. Yeah, so let's get right into it. Yes, the Ruin My $46,000 Truck in 4-month video. It got great feedback, by the way. And I kind of have like an update for you guys, a couple things that I did to this truck, unfortunately, within the past few weeks. I posted about it in the community section of YouTube, and it also got some great feedback. And so it looks like you guys really want to see it, so please enjoy. Alright, now before I get too far, I do want to give a big thank you to all 1,500 of my subscribers that come back weekly and watch my videos and provide me with views. I love you. Thank you. I know my content has been lacking a little bit lately, and that's just because I built this channel on modding this truck, and the past 2 or 3 months I really haven't been modding the truck, and you know, we all run through some dry spells financially, and that's kind of what has happened. But I do want to say I have the next 6 mods already picked and planned out for the truck, and I should be able to buy the first 2 of that 6 within the next couple weeks. So please stay tuned, and I hope you're really looking forward to, you know, what's to come next on the truck here. So in the first Ruin My Truck video, I blamed GM for a bunch of paint defects because their paint is super low quality. I had paint chips all over the hood of this truck. The truck was only 4 months old. I had like 4,000 miles on the truck. And I also had a bunch of paint chips on the rocker panels and stuff like that. And I did say that those were my fault because of the aftermarket wheels and tires that are currently not on the truck. But for the truck being so young, I had paint chips all over this thing. And I have friends with like Toyotas and Hondas that are like 8 to 10 years old, 150, 170,000 miles, and they never had as much paint chips as I have. And you know, I corrected all those paint chips with that Dupli-Color pen that I have, that paint match pen. But fast forward a couple more months and I'm loaded with paint chips again. Here, we have a nice new one right here. And they're really all over this thing. It freaking blows my mind. And it's probably like not all GM's fault. It has to do with like Pennsylvania winters, and that's, like I said, why a lot of people will park their nice vehicles, trucks, you know, Camaros, things like that during wintertime up here, just because like the rock salt is thrown everywhere. And you know, I'll say it again, I don't tail people closely at all. I do keep a really good distance. Now you always have somebody that likes to cut you off and things like that. In like winter conditions, a tractor trailer can be a quarter mile down the road, but I'm doing 70 miles per hour on the highway like everybody else. No matter what lane you're in, you're still getting hit with some of these, you know, with rock salt, and it sucks. It sucks so bad. So that's number 1 on my list. A ton of more paint chips all over the hood and stuff of this truck. Alright, the second thing that happened, and I hate admitting this, it happens to me way more often than I would like it to. I back in all my spots. I always have, I always will. Even when I drive cars, I like to back in my spots. It's just so much easier to get in your truck, car, Jeep, whatever it is, and put it in first gear or drive and just like leave. Like, you don't have to worry about backing up. And anyways, I hit bushes constantly, and most of them are like flowers. This same thing happened to me the other day, 3 days ago, Friday. I'm filming this on a Monday. You're probably watching this maybe also on a Friday. But like, I backed into this spot, once again the only spot that had a freaking bush, and I backed into it, and it turns out that this bush was a lot harder than a lot of the other bushes that I normally back into. And the reason why I continue to back up into them is so that the front end of the truck isn't out in an aisle, and so I don't get hit. So I normally do back up pretty far into these bushes, flowers, in this case probably a tree, and check this out. This is all I thought that was happening. I thought that maybe like a tree branch hit my vinyl, and I was like, whatever, I don't really care. The winter's been doing this thing dirty anyways. They're about to fall off front and back. But after I cleaned my truck, because it was dirty at the time, I came across this. And I don't know how well you could see it. Oh yeah, you could definitely see it. This dent. There's no scratches, but it's a big old dent right in my tailgate. Yeah, a big old dent right in my tailgate. That makes me real mad at myself, really. And then the third thing is this over, it's actually on the bedside here. Earlier that day, so earlier on Friday, like, I know it looks beautiful now, it is 60 degrees, I'm in a t-shirt, I'm sweating, but earlier on Friday, 3 days ago, thank you Pennsylvania, it was -3 degrees, -29 degrees with the wind chill. It was freezing. And there was snow everywhere, it was like whiteout. And so what happened, I drove to work, 6 a.m., and there was no spots in the parking lot, normal parking lot, so there's a gravel lot behind the parking lot. So I drove into the gravel lot, went to make the loop around, there was a truck in my way, so I backed up, and then I pulled back forward into like this spot that I was gonna park in. I get out of my truck like nothing ever happened. I go to the side door to get my work stuff out, and then I notice like over here, like literally right over here, was a 55-gallon drum, like a barrel. And then I'm like, oh wow, I probably hit that. And so like I really did. So I looked at the side of the truck, the bedside, and there was like a slight scratch in like the road debris from winter, and I was like, oh, that's really not that bad. Once again, I washed my truck, and it is kind of bad. Look at this. Yep. So I hit the tail light, must have hit the tail light here, and like the rim of it, like the very top lid of it, hit here, and just like, that's probably how far I backed up to, like right over here. So yep, that's like the first big dent, scratch type deal in this truck. Whatever, call me a bad driver in the comments. Maybe I am. I always thought I was a good driver, but I don't know, I have been having a lot of issues with this thing, and that's why I normally like to have like a beater car, especially for the winter time, because cars do normally get kind of beat up here in winter. And I don't know, maybe I just get a little more careless in the winter time just because it's cold. I just want to go inside. So for that scratch there, I'm not going to do it right now in the vlog because I do have some more errands to run today, but within the next couple of days, I'm going to touch that up with that paint pen, and then whenever I take this truck to get detailed in the spring, like after winter is completely over, I'm gonna get an estimate to see what it is to fix all that stuff, the tailgate and that big scratch, and maybe I might as well paint correct all the other stuff while I'm at it. I don't do body work, I never did, never will. No, not me. I don't know, that's all I got. I just kind of wanted to share that story with you guys. Let me know what the biggest, thing you did to one of your vehicles within the first year. Like, this is still new to me. That's why I get so butthurt about it. This is still new, and it makes me mad when things like this happen. So I'm really looking forward to reading all your juicy comments. My last Ruin My Truck video got some great ones. That's all I got for you guys today. Please smash that thumbs up button if you haven't already. If you don't like the video, definitely hit the thumbs down button. I don't care. And subscribe though, please subscribe. I do care about that, and I will see you guys next week. Peace.